Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am Melissa L. Watkins, Evidential Media and Master Instructor with Integrated Energy Therapy, and I'm here tonight for Spirit Speaks. Spirit Speaks is where I will draw one free card for each of you to see what message Spirit wants to bring through. They're not always the messages that you want, but they're always messages that Spirit feels you need in some way. And even if it doesn't resonate tonight or right now with what's going on in your life, chances are in the very near future, something about this message will go, oh, okay, now I understand. So I also want to put the little caveat out that if you're feeling a message that even though it's not your name on the screen or you're someone just watching on the replay, know that that message is also for you. Spirit likes to bring through the most beneficial messages for the most people in these group forums, whether you're this. So welcome, everyone. I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers. I'd like to welcome all of you who may be finding me for the first time tonight. I truly, truly appreciate it. And so I'm going to start tonight with a just a general message for all of us. And it was interesting. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the Archangel deck by Kyle Gray and the Divine Masters deck with Kyle Gray and make a mega deck. And then we're going to shuffle it and see who wants to come out. I actually had these decks put together for quite a while in the last year or so. And, you know, as Spirit does, they give us different directions. They give us different inspirations. And so I did pull them apart. And now I'm putting them back together. So here we go. Please like, subscribe, and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So let's see. Hello, everyone. Hello, ladies. Hello, Irene. Hello, Colleen. I'm going to do a general message, and then I will pull individual cards. So thank you for being here. All right. So this is going to be a message pretty much anybody who's here, anybody who finds this reading today, tomorrow, or down the road, really. So here we go. The Divine Director, trust the process, create space for divine order to unfold. Yeah, trust the process. When you're trying to push something, when you're trying to make something happen, even striving and driving energy is not really going to get you what you're looking for or what you want. And I feel like this message coming out very first, top of the hour, top of the general message, Spirit is asking you to create space. Create space in your mind, in your heart. Everything that we do starts within us. And so if you're someone right now that's carrying a lot of pain or hurt, you're carrying a lot of heavy, dense energy. Some of it could be your own. Some of it could be worry. But I feel like this card is saying, trust the process, because we don't always know what Spirit is bringing us. We don't always know the inspiration or the resource or the opportunity that will show up, but it all starts within. And so if you're someone right now that feels heavy, you feel dense, you feel overwhelmed, you feel lost, this is your message that Spirit is with you. And if you can create the space within, if you can create the space of just being open to receiving, you know, sometimes when we're holding on to really, really dense energy, we can't get inspiration. We can't feel Spirit. We can't feel our spirit guides. We can't feel God because we're too overwhelmed. And what I'm picking up with this is step back step back and don't let the fear continue to drive your train. And that's really hard to do when you're in a situation that feels desperate. And so this is where you want to drop down into your heart, hands on your heart, and really allow yourself to let love in. Yeah, so trust the process right now is what you're being asked to do. And also to share to be seen, to allow your gifts to shine through. So I know I'm going to butcher this. I'm sorry. Hilarion is coming through, a divine master, with be seen. Let the world know your gifts. So trust the process and keep sharing your gifts, whatever those are. For those of you who are putting out like physical things, artwork or teachings, books, playwright, I'm hearing someone, maybe a playwright that sees this. But this is your call to keep going, that even though maybe you're not receiving the success or the recognition that you feel you deserve, trust the process, continue to be seen, continue to put yourself out there. And look at that. We have Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon coming through together. Synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lessons. Yeah. So something is coming in that will feel very synchronistic as you continue to share your gifts, as you continue to create space through love and gratitude. So yes, I do feel things are working out for you, even though right now it may not feel like they are. And I believe I dropped Melchizedek. So I want to make sure I get him in here. Yeah, divine knowledge. Yeah, and Archangel Metatron, and I love that these two are coming out together, because here's the thing. Melchizedek is divine knowledge. Archangel Metatron brings wisdom. Archangel Sandalphon connects you and really is a your Earth Star chakra. Archangel Sandalphon helps ground you, helps connect you to Mother Gaia. So I feel like for some of you, higher learning, commit to your vision, be seen, synchronicities are showing up. This is a time to really lean into your gifts and your talents. And for those of you who have been and things really just have not taken off, right? Yeah, I feel like it's going to. I feel like you're on the cusp of it. There's this is why these messages are coming out, to keep continuing to be seen and trusting the process. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards for this general message. Oh, the card I got is actually like the direction card. So let's try this again. I almost feel like there's a message in that. Are you taking direction? Are you open to taking direction? Are you open to constructive criticism? And I feel like for those of you that are really struggling right now, yeah, not only trust the process and really share your gifts with the world, but is somebody out there willing to share their knowledge with you? Is somebody out there trying to help you? And is your ego getting in the way? And calling in Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Metatron to help you to stay in divine connection and to stay grounded to Mother Gaia. And the synchronicities can show up. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there was a message in the direction card. The pink dolphin, celebration, fun, unbridled joy, open heart. Yes. Again, for those of you who are really stuck, Don't wait. Don't worry. Go out and find some joy. Actually, it's interesting because I was kind of in that position today. I was, not doing anything, and I had actually laid down to take a nap because, I had my granddaughter this morning, so that was a lot. So, I was like, "I'll lay down for 20 minutes, I'll reset my energy, and I'll get up and I'll do stuff." And I woke up and I started, like, scrolling, and it felt like a very much like a I'm waiting for something, and I was like, "No, no, 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 get up and do something." So I actually went to the hardware store and got some adhesive I needed because that strip on the side of my counter that you put on to, cover up that where they cut the counter, it was coming off, and it was gonna get broke if I didn't get it sealed back, glued back on. So that's what I did today. So that's what I'm feeling like with this card. Like don't get into waiting energy. Don't get into, worry energy. Like, celebrate what is going well. Have gratitude for what is showing up. And it's that joy energy, the energy of joy. And because honestly, if you look at the emotional chart, you have love, and then you have compassion, and then you have joy. And joy is like the top energy, the highest frequency. So if you're getting into joy in some way, the things that you're trying to draw to you, it's going to be way easier for them to come in. Okay. So yeah, don't get into waiting energy, don't get into worry energy. And it's hard. We're human, right? Use joy to get you out of it. Use gratitude to get you out of it. All right, one more, and then I will. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Oh, I'm even seeing some faces or names I haven't seen in a while. So welcome. All right, let's see what else. I may have gotten two. The mist, trust your inner compass, be led from within. And there it is. That kind of validates what I was saying. Like, if you can get right in here, get into joy, get into gratitude, even though things aren't going well, they can go well. You can shift the energy of what you're receiving. And this is kind of how you do it. Because again, what starts in here is what shows up out here. So if you're worried and waiting, all you're manifesting is more worry and waiting. Atlantis, keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow. Yep. Don't let go of the big vision. Don't let go of the dream or the goal. Even though it doesn't feel like things are moving right now, even though it feels like things aren't going well right now, or they're just not going, it's okay. Find joy in the little moment. Have gratitude for the things that are going well. I call it the flow state. When you can really get into the flow state, basically in alignment with your spirit team. And when things aren't going well, you kind of go back to your practices, gratitude and forgiveness and just meditation, getting outside and being in nature, like just whatever is taking you out of that inner turmoil of fear, right? And things really start to move in your life. And it doesn't mean that you don't have obstacles and challenges. It just means that you're able to kind of easily overcome them, because if you're in alignment with your spirit team, I call it getting the shortcut, right? They're always giving you the easier way to go, even though there's still maybe some hurdles. They're much smaller and more easily overcome because you're doing it with your spirit team. You're doing it with God. You're doing it with your higher self. So here's my story. So yesterday, once in a while, I really start missing my dad. And there's a couple of places that I always feel him. And one of them is his garage. Growing up, we had really little. And whatever we had, he was always given to us kids or to the family. It was never about himself. He always put himself last. He was very, very wonderful that way. We always had what we needed. We might and he always made things really, really fun. So I took a drive out to his the last place he lived, which was where he had built his dream garage. It had, all the room he needed. He was able to finally get a lift that he'd always wanted. Like, it was his dream garage. So I go down his road and, basically just, "Hey, Dad." And, I go to turn around, and he kinda lives about 20 minutes outside the city, or, um, that home is there. So it's on a very quiet road, and, it's in the country. And so I turn around and I'm gonna go back because to keep going down the road, it kinda takes you way out of the way, and there's really no easy way to get back to. It's a very long, convoluted way to get back to where I need to be. So it's just easier to turn around and go the way I came. And I can actually, drive down and go through Aurora and out, by the lake, Cuga Lake. So I turn around and I start down the road and I hear thud, 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 thud. I'm like, "I have a flat tire? What?" So I pull over and I get out and I check all my tires and I'm like, "I don't feel a soft tire. My tires feel fine." So I get in the car and I proceed, thud, 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 and it's pronounced. I'm like, "There's something wrong." And it for me, it's like flat tire. So I pull over into shade because it's also really warm out. And I call roadside assistance, and then I sit there. So, I'm safe, I'm comfortable. I'd actually, funny enough, had gotten a snack and, an iced tea because it was, like I said, it was kind of a drive, and it was gonna be kind of a drive back, so I was prepared. So, I'm like, "I'm comfortable, I have everything I need, roadside is coming." So that was the first way in which this was very different than other experiences for me, because in the past, when something like this would happen, I would get so triggered. Like, "Oh my god, I have no one to save me. I have no one to take care of me. I'm all alone. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna overcome this? Oh my gosh, do I have enough money if I need money? Do I, and just terrified, right? And this was not the reaction. It was more of kind of like, "You've really, really, God, like, really?" Like, I was almost like, was I getting a sign from my dad, like, "You can visit me wherever you want to, kid. You don't need to drive all this way," right? So, roadside comes, and the driver says the same thing I do. "Hi, your tires are tight, nothing's down." Yeah, okay. So I said, "Well, do you wanna drive my car to see what I'm feeling?" He's like, "Well, that would be helpful." So he did. He, like, went 100 feet down the road, and he's like, "Oh," and he came back, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, I feel it." So then he started, looking, and it wasn't the tire I thought, it was the front tire, and it was this, like, tar and stone. So I drove through something that attached to my tire and made it off balance. So it cost me nothing. It was not even a quick fix because literally, like, a mile down the road, the car was fine because I had driven it off. But and the roadside guide was great. He was great. So the whole thing, it was time out of my day. It was annoying, but I didn't have that fear in my belly. I didn't have that trigger of abandonment, like, nobody will take care of me. And it was so funny because I put it in the family group chat, and then my daughter was like, "Mom, do you need me to come?" And my mom was like, "Do you need me to come?" And I'm like, 10 years ago, those would not have been the responses because our relationships were very different because I was in survival mode. So I was always kind of attacking them, and our relationships have changed because I've changed. So this whole situation was so, so different because I'm no longer in survival mode. And I feel like that's where spirit really wants you to get, that if you trust your inner compass, if you work with spirit, if you trust and act on the signs and synchronicities that you're receiving, the intuitive nudges, the inspiration, this is how you live in alignment. This is how you get into that flow state. But it's really hard to do when you're easily triggered because you're still holding on to abandonment, resentment, threat, shame, powerlessness, unworthiness, fear, addiction, abuse, just all these imprints that we either got when we got here, and life up into this point may have not been great, or some of it has been generational, or past life, or it's been exacerbated in this lifetime because we've experienced it in prior lifetimes. So yeah, kind of, where are you? Where are you? So that's the message. That is the general message. So thank you everyone for being here. And we are going to start with the next part of the program, which is pulling cards for you. So with that being said, hi, Mandy. Hey, Mariana. Hi, Colleen. Hey, Irene. I think Melissa I saw here, and Jazzy, and Humera, and Cynthia, and Darlene. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started. So I am going to be using the Power Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. So what got me out of survival mode? What have I been doing to get myself to where I am? It's integrated energy therapy. And you can get more information on that in my website. And also a 3-month subscription right now is $100 off. So all of that should be linked in the description box if that's something you're being called to. Okay. Whew. Yeah, it was an interesting day. It was, and to be honest with you, it was absolutely beautiful. I was in the shade. I was really enjoying nature at one point. So it was all good, but it was such a different experience. I can't tell you. Yeah. There was no tears. There was no panic. It was very different. Okay. All right. So let's start with Miss Irene, and your card literally flew out. It's landed on my desk. Look at that. Justice. Archangel Raguel, fight for justice and equality. No, I don't feel like you have to. I feel like it's coming in. Yeah, rulings made in your favor. Yep. I feel like justice is coming in. And I feel like this is like a spiritual justice. This is a spirit helping you to release anything where you have felt unjust or had injustice done to you. So I feel like karma is balancing out. I feel like this is karmic justice. So I do feel like you may be receiving blessings or abundance yeah, I love this. It's the infinity symbol. Look at that. Number 8. It's the infinity symbol. Yeah, I feel like energies are returning to you, that you are coming into karmic justice and karmic balance. And so your good deeds and your kind heart is being returned to you in some way. And it's probably not going to come in the way that you think, Irene. So I would be really, really open to how it is going to show up. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be returning. And I'm almost feeling like even better or bigger, because this isn't just this lifetime karma. I feel like it's karma that you've been owed for many lifetimes is what I'm hearing. Owed for many lifetimes. Yeah, and there's also something on this card. I keep looking at his cloak, this blue cloak he's wearing. So I do feel like this is Mother Mary energy coming in also, to help nurture you and to help heal your inner child, which is also helping with the karmic reward. Is part of the karmic reward is actually what I'm hearing. Okay? Yeah, very interesting. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Colleen says, thank you for sharing your experience. Love when you talk about getting out of survival mode, starting to feel that after calamity. I'm so happy you are. I'm so happy you are. Just so transparency. I am working currently with Colleen in my Empower Me Now coaching package. So I appreciate those kind words. And I'm so glad you're doing well. Hello, Melissa. Hello, hello. I feel like sometimes this happens. Sometimes, guys, I get on here and it's like all the Melissas show up. It's like not only is the intention of those who need me find me, but it's also like I'm manifesting other people named Melissa. I love it. Love it. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. In your card, literally, did you see that? It just flew. Flew. Four of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. Okay, dokie. So what I'm picking up here is you are being asked to make a change. I almost feel like, Melissa, there's something about this change that you don't have a whole lot of say. But I'm also hearing the word reciprocity. So I feel like you also are getting a balance or return, because it says extremes in how you save or spend money. So there's something here about financial reciprocity coming in. A balancing out. So I also feel like where maybe you've given money or you've paid for something or you've helped somebody, like they may not be giving you the money back. You may be getting it from another source, but I feel like this is also like the universe joining up the dots and rewarding you or returning you to you because of how much you've given. And now it's time to receive. Yeah, I'm also getting something about it's okay to put down your defenses. I'm also picking up something about, because this is like a warrior. It's making me feel like you don't have to be defensive or you don't have to defend yourself. Like it's okay to put down your sword, that you're safe, you're protected. So whatever the financial conundrum is that you're feeling or the pressure you're feeling around it or the angst you're feeling around it, like I just feel like this is Spirit's way of saying things are reciprocity. They are returning. You're getting reciprocity. It's becoming reciprocal. So there's this flow around money that if you're not feeling it, I feel like that's what's happening. It's gonna start flowing. Yeah, and until that happens, I would call on your angels to help you get into gratitude or get out of this this negative feeling that I feel like is sitting right here. Okay? Yeah, there's something heavy right here. I'm going to get you one more. I want to dig into this a little bit. I was going to grab one, but we're going to wait. Oh, there it is. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Yeah. Okay. So the Spirit is asking you to so this one's saying be resistant to change, and then this one is saying great progress is possible if you make the choice. So yes, I feel like you are being asked to get out of a comfort zone and move into the opportunity that is going to bring the reciprocity, that is going to bring the flow around money. I almost wonder if you're being offered a new job or a new position or a promotion or something that feels maybe heavy. So I don't know if it's like more responsibility or you don't feel like you're ready for it, or it's just different. And it's, so I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. So Irene asked, is that why I'm feeling calmer and happier? Because she's getting karmic reward? I guess. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Let's see who's next. Miss Colleen. Hello. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Happy birthday month. My birthday month also. So you're a Cancer and I'm a Leo. I'm at the end of the month. But I have a Cancer moon. My daughter's a Cancer, actually. All right, Miss Colleen, what does Spirit want to say? Okay. All right, Colleen. Something's going on here. There we go. That's better. 5 of Ariel. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Yeah, so keep working on gratitude or staying out of negative self-sabotaging thought patterns. Really be like aware of where your mind goes when you're not paying attention. And if it keeps going negative, we gotta pull that back, okay? But I feel like your spirit team is really wanting to come through more than maybe you're aware of them or you're taking the time to get into communication with them. So if you can give them more time or just quiet your mind. And if you do find your monkey mind or your ego is taken over when you're not paying attention, then that's a way that also kind of keeps inspiration out. So yeah, honey, I would work on what are you thinking, what's coming in when you're not paying attention, when your mind just kind of wanders. Work on positive affirmations at night to reprogram your subconscious in the theta brain state. If you listen while you're sleeping, that will hit that theta brain state. But yeah, yep. Spirit is kind of just reinforcing the work that you're doing, and also I think just helping you to be a little more self-aware right now and wanting to know that they want to come through more. So Archangel Ariel, call her in, the Archangel of love, higher heart love, self-love. Call her in, work with her. She's already been in your energy because Archangel Ariel is the overarching archangel for integrated energy therapy. So she is well aware of who you are and your energy, so you can call her in. All right, so I hope that resonated. Oh, happy birthday, Cynthia. I think I might have known that we shared a birthday month. Thank you. You're welcome, Miss Colleen. Oh, Melissa said you're spot on. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, honey. It was nice to touch base with you. Nice to touch base with you. All right, Miss Darlene. Hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay. Let's see what we got here for you, Miss Darlene. Ten of Michael. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Yeah, I feel like you've had a really difficult cycle. It's coming to an end. It's like, take your bow, know that you have managed through it. You have completed it. And I feel like it has to do with 10 of Michael. So it's Archangel Michael. So I do feel like it is like you've stepped into more of your personal power. You've stepped more into your personal authority. And the people and situations around you felt it. And it really helped you to navigate difficult situations more easily. And the outcomes, I feel like were gotten more easily, or yeah, without a lot of the difficulty that could have been. I feel like there was a lot of the situation that you circumvented it getting to the worst case scenario because of how you were handling things. That's what I'm picking up. And Spirit wants you to take a bow and to know that now um, it's time for you to have new opportunities and new roads and new blessings. I feel like the freedom has come through when you step into your power, when you really embody your authority out of love, not out of fear, out of love. It does free you of people pleasing, free you of other people's expectations. It really is liberating. And I feel like if you haven't felt that yet, that is coming for sure. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Awesome, Colleen. I'm glad that resonated, honey. Hey, Kath. All right, so let's. Humara says, hello hello to Pakistan. Hello. All right, let's see what we've got. Oh, that one came right out. 10 of Ariel. There's very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. Okay. If this is not what you're feeling, I want you to know this is where you're headed. And to speed up the financial working out, speed up the money showing up in the physical, use your gratitude journal, 10 things every day you're grateful for. Put things on that list that you currently have and put things on that list that you're manifesting as if you already have it. So for me, I went 2 years without a car, and it got to a point where I really wanted a car. I'd had a car since I was 18. So now to be in my 50s and not have a car was the weirdest thing. It was just, and I know why Spirit did it. I needed to sit down. I know why they did it. But what I did when I was ready to get back into that freedom, that independence. I would, in my gratitude journal, I would say, I am grateful for my new car. And I would leave what I wanted, the color I wanted, like anything about the car, open-ended. Just, I'm grateful for my new car. And you could even do, I'm grateful for my new car or something better. And sometimes I did that. I ended up getting the car I wanted, actually, to be honest with you. It took a minute, though. The first car that I got was a lemon, and then I had to go back and get the car. I ended up finding the car that I originally wanted. So have patience also. I didn't have as much patience as I should have. But yeah, I feel like whatever the finances are, they are working out. You are coming to the end of your drought, is what I'm hearing. You're coming to the end of your lack. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hello, Miss Cynthia. All right. Let's see what we got for Miss Cynthia. How are you? Are you having a nice visit? I saw some pictures of the park. So if I know they're in your area. So I hope that's going well. So sending lots of love to you and your daughter. All right, so let's see what we got here for you. Oh, 6 of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Yeah, I feel like this goes back to things are going to work out. You just don't know how. You don't know when, but you are going to have success. And I just want you to allow that to kind of sink in. Giving or receiving with a grateful heart. So also utilize the energy of great gratitude for sure. But yeah, everything's going to work out in magical and unexpected ways. So I feel like this is just spirit bringing through the same message so that you know that they are serious and that this is the energy that you're in. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hey, Melissa Collins, how are you? Welcome. Okay, let's see what we got for you, my dear. I hope you're doing well. Two of Ariel. Archangel Ariel in the house tonight. It's important to have balance. It's important to have balance, my girl. So are you working too much? Are you working too hard? Are you working too often? Are you not allowing yourself joy? Are you not allowing yourself to take a day off and have some fun? To rest when you need rest? So what Spirit's showing me is like you're being pulled in all these different directions. So I almost want to say, do you need to set some boundaries or block off time in your calendar? Put your phone on do not disturb at certain hours, like really start to be very intentional about your time. Because I feel like you've been being pulled in so many directions for such a lengthy period of time that it could really start impacting your health. Because it feels like maybe you're not getting enough sleep. Because I feel like I'm picking up like not being able to think straight or being foggy or just being able to multitask is awesome. I can do it also. Not everybody can, but I feel like you've taken it to the next level and that's not good. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Perspective too. I'm hearing perspective, putting things in perspective. So there's something about that as well. You might want to meditate on that, but something about different perspectives or new perspectives or yeah. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Oh, they're having a wonderful visit. I'm so glad. Hello, Mary Beth. Hi, Randy. All right, so let's see what we got for coming down the mountain. Here she comes. Hey, Jazzy. Let's see what we got for you, ma'am. All right. Don't forget, if you go to my website, join my mailing list to stay in the know. And also, if you think you're on my mailing list and you're not receiving anything, please go to your spam and look at that. If you're getting mail from me, it'll simply say Melissa. All right, so let's stay connected. Let's stay connected. Six of Raphael, Jazzy. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationship, children or childhood. Yeah, the first thing I'm picking up with this is there's something here about your inner child healing. And I feel like there may be some inner child healing to do or that's coming up right now, because if you can give compassion and love to your inner child, it's really going to help you to stand more fully in your power in the ways in which you want to be respected or to be viewed or to draw the right people to you. Yeah, love on yourself, honey. Love on your inner child. Giving your inner child compassion. Official. You can just talk to your inner child in meditation. Sometimes we think some of these practices are, they've got to be elaborate or fancy or have certain things, and it's intention. It's intention. If you have the intention to give compassion to your inner child, then you will. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up there. And Archangel Raphael can help you. So calling on Archangel Raphael to facilitate that will be very beneficial. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. It just really started raining here all of a sudden. Well, not all of a sudden. I felt like it was going to rain all day, but it just really started raining. So if you hear it, that's what it is. Okay, so hello, Mariana. How are you? Let's see what Spirit has for you. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes, the shares. I truly appreciate all of the fair exchange, the energy fair exchange. Oh, that one literally fell out. 7 of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. So call on Archangel Gabriel if you're really struggling with speaking up for yourself or standing in a powerful position, especially with people who maybe are not used to that stance from you. They're used to kind of getting their own way, or you acquiescing to whatever they want. But no, I feel like it's time. It's time for you to fly into what it is that you're wanting, towards your goals, your dreams, your personal power, just standing up for yourself. Yeah, and also chakra balancing will be helpful. So a chakra balancing meditation would be very, very beneficial also to help you to stand in your personal power and have confidence. Yeah, I feel like there's something you're doing, wanting to do, planning on a goal, and it's time. And it is going to take some confidence to maybe step out of a comfort zone or do something different, do something new. But yeah, I feel like this is your sign that it's time, honey. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Well, hello, stranger. How are you? I see your new baby, the pictures you post. So congratulations. He looks sweet. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here for you. Okay, we had a couple, and you did get a couple. Okay. Jazzy, you're welcome. Oh, Mariana. Prayers to you, honey. Prayers to you. She says finish treatment, hopefully. Sending prayers. You're welcome. All right, Miss Mandy. You got 2 cards. You're the first person tonight who's gotten 2 cards. I actually pulled 2 cards for someone, but I did that intentionally. Yours kind of came out together. So the first one is Change Your Life, Archangel Shamuel, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. Yeah, honey, I feel like Spirit is really asking you to look at, like, what are you not addressing, or what are you kind of keep putting on the back burner, which has procrastination energy around it, because that's fear energy sometimes. Sometimes it's Spirit telling you it's, not time yet. But sometimes procrastination can also be fear energy of you being afraid to make the change or do the thing or have something different. And that's what I'm picking up here. So yeah, whatever, and you may want to sit with yourself for a minute and just be like, what am I afraid of? Or what, when I think of something, gives me an upset stomach, or I feel a tightness in my body, because your body's going to tell you. Sometimes we're unconsciously aware, like our brain isn't picking up, but our body always does. Our body always does. So, where is your body tightening up? Where is your belly getting upset? Because you are being asked to step into a new road, a new role, a new challenge. So something is coming in that's asking you to make a change. And if this is causing you upset, then that's what Spirit's asking you to kind of look at. Because the change will be successful. You have what it takes to succeed. So there is success with it, but it feels like it may be very, very different from either what you're doing or who you're around or who's involved. But Spirit wants you to know making the change will be very successful. And I also feel it's got like a physical component too. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. So Rockstall or Rockda 11. These are free. These are free. If you want more information about me and who I am, you can go to my website. It's in the description box. But I'm going to pull you a card. Here we go. I used to do donation. I used to do and also connect with all of you. So welcome. And if you want to work with me, you can go to my website and see how to do that. But yeah, here we are. Queen of Michael, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Yeah, I feel like it making the decision hasn't been about that you don't know what to do. I feel like it's asking you to stand in your authority. It's asking you to connect into your power, not give your power away. I'm also picking up protection. I feel like Archangel Michael is coming in and you are protected by the Holy Spirit. Because I feel like you have what it takes. You have the experience. You have the experience. You have the knowledge. And it might be a situation where you're being asked to maybe step out on your own or step into a new role or a new path, a new group. Something about people here too. So, yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's time to focus on the goal, the career. Not that relationships aren't important, but sometimes we have to find balance. And sometimes when it's divine timings showing up and you're getting the synchronicities and you're getting the opportunities, sometimes you just have to kind of focus. And I feel like that's what you're being asked to do. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hello, Miss Kathy. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Oh, welcome, Mandy. Or thank you, Mandy. She said absolutely. So I'm thinking it resonated. All right. So Miss Kathy. Oh, wow. I didn't realize we were at 54 minutes. Miss Kathy. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good week or having a good week. I think you also got more than one. Oh, you got 3. Okay, we could be here for a second. All right. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Experience leads to success. Abundant rewards for your hard work. So yes, I feel like you are going in a positive direction by taking steps to make the changes, the necessary changes. And yeah, release your attachment to the outcome, that things are going to show up for you in the way that it will be best for you. Maybe not the way that you expect. Might not even be what you want per se, but it will be better. So if you're as you're manifesting, I would keep putting it out the intention, this or something better. But yeah, I feel like this is your validation that, making changes, stepping out of your comfort zone, going towards your goals. Spirit is saying, yeah, you've got it. Keep going. Don't give up. Keep your eye on the big picture. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hey, Randy, how are you? Welcome. Oh, you also got 2. Okay, so I feel like things are coming full circle and you are coming into a new emotional situation. So I feel like Spirit wants you to know that whatever is changing, shifting, evolving, ending, that it's bringing you into this new path of, I'm also hearing emotional maturity. So I feel like either you're coming into emotional maturity or you're coming in contact with people who are more emotionally mature, which I feel like is maybe what you need. So Spirit just wants you to know, as things are shifting, good emotional situations are showing up. So it feels like whatever you're grieving or whatever the loss is, whatever you can't seem to let go of, mentally or emotionally, Spirit wants you to know that you're shifting into, a new positive emotional situation. So somebody who's more emotionally mature or can respect your emotional maturity. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hello. All right. You are it. So let's give these a nice shuffle. I completely apologize, everybody, for last Tuesday night. I was all ready to go, had everything set up, and then the kids showed up with dinner and got outside about 4 o'clock and totally forgot it was Tuesday, and 7 o'clock was coming, and it was also like over 90 degrees out. So my office was too warm, really. So I did do a Spirit Speaks the next morning, so you can watch the replay if you'd like to. That's on my YouTube channel in the live playlist. But thank you for being here tonight. I truly, truly appreciate it. If you want more information about me, head over to my website. And also there's $100 off the 3-month subscription of Integrated Energy Therapy that will expire at the end of this month as my birthday gift to you. And there's also 10% off individual sessions, medium sessions, and Integrated Energy Therapy single sessions. So that code is birthday 26. So happy birthday to all of us and myself. All right, Miss Mary Beth, let's see what Spirit has for you. Ada Variel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Yeah, you definitely need to give yourself recognition for everything that you've achieved. Because I feel like through giving yourself recognition for what you've accomplished and achieved thus far, it will help you to know that what you're working towards can also be as successful or more successful. Because again, you're starting this new road or journey from experience. So even though you may be doing something different, you still embody all of those lessons and all of that experience that's gotten you thus far. So yeah, I'm feeling like you may want, specific training on something specific, but for the most part, I feel like as you move forward, you've got to keep reminding yourself that you've gotten yourself to this point and you were very successful, which is only going to bode well for having future success. So I hope that resonated, honey. Thank you for being here. Well, thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday. I'm sending you so much blessings and so much love. And for those of you watching on the replay, please hashtag replay and have a beautiful rest of your night. And we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.